Hi team, I hope you're all well. Today we are going to be doing the last haul before Christmas and my birthday. It is my birthday on the 4th of December and then obviously Christmas on the 25th. So I thought we would do the last haul, which will include books from October and November. It's going to be a long one. I've got quite a lot on here. I have read quite a few of these though, so I'm pretty impressed with myself, but it's not like, you know, a good ratio. So I think we will start off with some gifted books first. These are books that have come from publishers, but also yourselves as well as subscribers or patrons. So I do have two rather large stacks here, one from publishers and one from patrons and subscribers. So even though it's not my birthday yet, I do still have a lot that's been gifted to me over the last couple of months from you guys, so thank you very much. Thank you to anybody that ever sends me anything. You never ever have to, but thank you so much, truly appreciate it. So without further ado, let's get into it because we're going to be here for a while otherwise if we're not careful. So from Macmillan, I do have an arc of Fair Play by Louise Hegarty. I do already have this on my Kindle as an e-arc, and then they sent me a physical copy as well. So I'm not mad about it, to be honest. This is a mystery thriller and I'm really looking forward to it. It does come out on the 3rd of April and it sounds very good. A Locked Room, Hidden Life, and I'm just really looking forward to it. It's like kind of, I think, a little bit mixed media-esque, and it looks like it's going to be a really fast-paced read, and I'm just really looking forward to picking it up. Like, there's rules and there's gameplay and all sorts, and it also came with a cool little set of cards as well, where the back of the card looks like this. So always down for an extra deck of cards. I have a million deck of cards, and every single time I go on holiday I forget about them, so I end up buying a new set every single time. So nice. Thank you very much to Pan Macmillan for sending me a copy of this. Very excited. 3rd of April if you're interested in that one. Then from Yen and IZ Press, I do have quite the stack. I did get sent quite a few more than this. Sometimes I will request things from them, sometimes they send me stuff unsolicited, and I appreciate them nonetheless, like whatever it is that they send me. But a few of them I have done a little bit of a purge in the library, and a few of them I have actually just unhauled and taken to the charity shop. So this isn't all of them that they sent me. There was more, but I have unhauled the ones that I'm not necessarily interested in that were sent to me unsolicited without me asking. So the ones that I have kept are Springstorm and Monster Volume 1. No idea what this is about, but it looks cute and it sounds good. Then I also kept Habanero. Oh, Pink and Habanero, it's called Pink and Habanero. I missed the pink at the top. Volume 1, again, looks cute. No idea what it's about. She wants a boyfriend, anyone but him. He wants girls to buzz off, sucks for them because he's paid to please princesses. Interesting, sounds good. Then I got this mammoth called Dracula's on the Night Shift. I don't know if this is volume 1 or if it's just one volume, I don't know. It doesn't say actually, there's no number on it, but it's absolutely huge, it's chunky. Always down for something that is Dracula-esque, so looking forward to giving this one a read for sure. I kept Riviere and the Land of Prayer. I can't remember actually if this one came in recently or if I've had it for a while. Regardless, volume 1, they sent me this one. Don't know what it's about, but looks cool. They also sent me The War of Greedy Witches, 32 of the wickedest women duelled to the death. It sounds fantastic, I'm not gonna lie. It does sound really, really good. So I'm here for this one, that's for sure. They sent me Finding Camilla Volume 1. This is a manhwa, it is in colour and it looks really cute. They also sent me Semantic Error. They sent me this twice by accident. Again, it's a manhwa and it looks really good. So I have that one. They also sent me Beware of the Villainess, another manhwa as well, in colour, looks cute. SSS Class Revival Hunter. This gives me solo leveling vibes. I'm really, really excited about it. So looking forward to picking this one up, that's for sure. And then the Three Body Problem as well by Sixin Liu, which is a manhwa version of the book and I'm looking forward to giving this one a read. This doesn't officially, I don't think, come out till next year, so excited about giving that one a read. So thank you to Yen and IZ Press for sending me all of these and more. I truly appreciate you guys. You're the best. Okay, then from Inklaw and Del Rey, essentially the same, but Inklaw do manga, graphic novels, comics, etc, etc. I have this little collection. So I've got Under the Oak Tree, the novel, volume 1, which is absolutely stunning. I'm obsessed, and I'm really excited to have this because I loved the the graphic novel, yeah, the comic that they sent me. I read it earlier on this year and I absolutely loved it, so very excited to get a full-length novel of this. So stoked to give it a read, so thank you to them for sending me that one. They also sent me Cherry Blossom After Winter volume 1. I believe that this is a TV show, like a K-drama or something. I'm not 100% certain, but I've read this and I've really enjoyed it, so I'm very excited about continuing on with the series, and I've already got my eye on volume 2, which is coming out next year, so really looking forward to continuing on with this. They also sent me Father I Don't Want This Marriage volume 1, which gives me Under the Oak Tree vibes a little bit, ever so slightly, maybe not, but maybe a bit actually, I'm not sure, but it looks cool. It's all in colour and I'm really looking forward to giving that one a read. And then Del Rey specifically did send me an arc of Silver Elite by Danny Francis. This comes out in May 6th, and it is a sizzling dystopian romance perfect for fans of Fourth Wing and The Hunger Games. Your secrets can be a death sentence and there are rules to survival. It sounds really good. Chonky though. Chonky. So thank you to Del Rey for sending me this one. I truly appreciate it. Then the last two that were gifted to me by publishers, I have read them both actually. So I've got Variation by Rebecca Yarros. This was sent to me by Tandem via Amazon Publishing. So thank you to them for sending me this one. I absolutely love this. This was fantastic. And it is about an elite ballerina and also a Coast Guard rescue swimmer and how their lives are entwined over the space of like 11 years, and also the family dramas that they've both got going on. And I absolutely loved it. I've had the shit out of it. Gave it 5 stars. It was fantastic. Thank you to both Tandem and Amazon Publishing for sending me a copy of this. And then thank you to Pan Macmillan for sending me a copy of The Songbird and the Heart of Stone by Carissa Broadbent. This is the next book in the Crowns and Nyaxia series, but the first book in the Shadowborn duet. And I enjoyed this one. I gave it 4 stars. I really liked it. I've not enjoyed this one as much as I loved Serpent or Ashes, but I think upon reread, when the next one's about to come out, I'm going to reread this, and I think upon reread I'll enjoy it a lot more. It took me a while to get back into the story because I forgot who Misha's character was from the first 2 books, so I think what I might do is like do a reread of them all when the 4th one's about to be released. So I'm looking forward to continuing on with the series though. Really enjoyed it and gave it 4 stars, so thank you to Pam Macmillan for sending me this one. And thank you to all publishers for sending me anything at any point. It still blows my mind that that's the thing that happens for me, so thank you very much. And then we have gifted books from y'all. So we're starting off with a book from Abby, which is Suburban Hell by Maureen Kilmer. Abby sent me this one on a whim, I think. Oh, happy 6-year booktube anniversary. Always love watching your videos. They never fail to cheer me up when I'm having a rubbish day. Love, Abby. Thank you so much, Abby, for sending me this one. I put this on my wish list after seeing Jodie raving about it, and it sounds really good. I have seen a few other people raving about it as well, but most recently Jodie, and it sounds great, so I'm really looking forward to picking this one up. Thank you, Abby, for sending me this one. Then I do have The Terrible 2 in my Patreon, who just cannot be stopped, quite frankly. Actually, looking from this pile, there's 3 of them, but honestly, Amanda and Claire cannot be stopped, and this is the pile that I have from Claire for the last 2 months. And we start off with The Curse of Sins by Kate Dramas. This one, was it for something specific? Just Guess Who's Back. Haha, just a little something from me. Lots of love from Claire. This is the sequel to Curse of Saints, which I haven't read yet, but I do own the matching copy to this. I bought it first and then it came in a subscription box, and I loved it at the time, but I'm not a fan anymore, so I've actually unhauled that copy and decided to collect these instead because I think they're really pretty. Also, very nicely published so that they'll lay flat. What I call a floppy hardback. It's not floppy in the slightest, but it'll lay flat on the table. So thank you very much to Claire for sending me this one. She also sent me the Star Seekers Volume 2. I'm loving this series so far. I read the first one. It was a series that IZE Press sent me the first copy of, and I really enjoyed it. So I think they're up to like Volume 4 or 5 now. Sorry, me again, lol. Lots of love from Claire. Thanks, Claire, for sending me this one. Haven't continued on yet with the series. I want to get a few more volumes so that I can binge it a little bit, but thank you very much for sending me that one. And then she also got me Tales of a Monstrous Heart by Jennifer Delaney, which I'm really excited about giving a read, actually. Just a little self-care for you, my love. Hope you like this one. I have it on KU if you want to do a buddy read. Lots of love from Claire. Again, another what I would call floppy hardback. Literally, like, if I hold the spine at this point. What the heck? Published very, very well. Jennifer Delaney actually did a talk with Lucy Jane Wood, the author of Rewitched, in Liverpool, and I was absolutely devastated to miss it. I didn't get tickets because I allowed my anxiety to take over and prevent me from going because I had no one to go with. So we're rectifying that in 2025. I already had tickets for 2 events, both in February, within 2 days of each other. So we're rectifying that in 2025. Anxiety will not win. But yeah, thank you to Claire for sending me this one. And then the last one she sent me is Lady of Darkness by Melissa K. Rorich. She said, a little gift from the book fairy. We'll be picking it up for Final Book Support Group, so we'll let you know my thoughts. I have read this one. This is the first one in this series, and it has since been picked up by a publisher, so they're all getting traditionally published. And I have read this one, and it gave me like massively copy-paste vibes of ACOTAR. Not in a bad way, but copy-paste vibes, ACOTAR vibes. Copy-paste ACOTAR vibes. And I didn't hate it. I think I gave it 3.5 stars, but Becca's doing a Patreon buddy read for the series, so I kind of want to give it another go, and I want to give it a read. And I'm just obsessed with these covers. I think they're beautiful. So thank you, Claire, for sending me this one. I do intend to pick this up very, very soon again for a reread, so we'll see how that goes. Then we've got Amanda's pile. I know. I don't know what to tell you. We have Malice by John Gwynne. I do have a copy of this, but here is my copy. Okay, no problem. Oh, I made a comment. I made a comment about it one day, and the next day this came in the post. Amanda was like, I sent you a little something. This came in the post. So here we are. I didn't have a choice in the matter. I have started this. In fact, I'm very close to the end. I just haven't finished it yet because I read like another 100 pages. I listened to maybe like 2 hours or an hour and a half or so on the audiobook. I just wasn't fucking listening. I had to pause it because I was like, I have no fucking clue what's happened in the last hour and a half. So I think I'm going to go back like another 50 to 100 pages and start again. Essentially. But yeah, she sent me a new copy of Malice because my copy's horrendously sun damaged. So thank you for sending me that one, Claire. I truly appreciate it. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm a little bit sad about how badly sun damaged that one is because it's a signed copy from Broken Binding, but it is what it is. She also sent me, I made a comment about this, and I was thinking about adding it to my wish list from my parents or my brother or from Andy for my birthday or Christmas, but she jumped on it the second I mentioned it, and I just didn't get a chance. But I really wanted this 50th edition of Carrie by Stephen King. It's one of my favourite Stephen King novels, and I absolutely love it. So I really wanted this edition because it's beautiful, and I'd seen it a couple of times in Waterstones to the point that Andy had picked it up as well, but I didn't get it in the moment. So she ended up sending me this. So thank you very much, Amanda, for adding this to my shows. I truly appreciate you. I do love Carrie. I think it's such a great book. I think it's really, really good. She also sent me Amulet Volume 4. Yes, The Last Council. I read Volume 1. I can't remember when I read it now, but I've really, really enjoyed it and decided that I wanted to collect the rest of them and then I can binge it because it's a really good series and I'm enjoying it so far, and it literally just says surprise on the gnome. So thanks for sending me that, Amanda. She also sent me The Deep Dark by Molly Knox Ostertag. She sent me this one very recently and I actually just read it over the weekend and I loved it. I gave it 4 stars. It was fantastic. Hopefully this little something brightens your day. She sent me this with 2 other books, which I'm going to show you in a second, because I've just been, November's been a really hard month for me, like mentally, and also with a lot of family stuff, other stuff going on in the background that's literally got nothing to do with work, but has been really slow slowing me down with work mentally. So she just sent me like a little care package that included this. It also included The Next Girl by Miko Jean, which is The Return of Ellie Black, but the UK edition. And I've also read this one and really enjoyed it. Hopefully this little something brightens your day. And she also sent me Off to the Races by Elsie Silver. Hopefully this little something brightens your day. So that little care package did come in altogether, those 3 books. I do have the, well, I did, they're now in a pile to go to be unhauled, but I had the People edition covers of these, and I love Elsie Silver's People edition covers, but I wasn't quite quick enough to get the ones for the Chestnut Spring series. So I did get the ones for this series, but now that they've come out with these covers and they kind of match the other covers for our other series, I kind of want these ones. So I've ended up unhauling the others, which I'm a little bit sad about, but I can't be keeping duplicates just because I really like the cover. So I'm starting to collect these. They've all gone on my wish list. I think the 4th one comes out on the 5th of December, but otherwise I'm collecting these ones now. They're really pretty and I love them. So thank you for sending me this one, Amanda. I truly appreciate it. And then last but by no means least, for the gifted books, we have Gecko, who sent me these. So we've got The Little Coffee Shop of Terrors by Hazel Graves. This looks too adorable. I couldn't not get it for you. I hope it makes you smile. It definitely did. Thank you so much, Gecko, for sending me this one. I haven't read it yet, but it sounds fantastic and I'm really excited about giving it a read. I'm obsessed with this cover. It is beautiful. And then Gecko also sent me The Front Runner by Elsie Silver, which I think is book 3 in this series. I think a photo finishes book 2. Yeah. I just picked up book 1 in this series because you got me hooked on Elsie Silver. Thank you for being a ray of sunshine. I love you, from Gecko. I love you too, Gecko. Thank you so much. Just so beautiful. These covers are stunning. And then also, This Time It's Real by Anne Liang. I'm currently reading an Anne Liang book. I'm really enjoying it, so I want to get some more of her books. This one says, this looks adorable, so as soon as I saw it on your wish list, I knew I had to get it for you. Hope you enjoy it. Very, very cute. These books literally came in a couple of days ago. When Gecko messaged to say that they'd sent me something, I messaged them back to say, is this for my birthday? Do you want me to hold on to it? And they said, you can open it whenever you want. Be sending you something else for your birthday. Absolutely don't have to, but thank you so much, Gecko, for those. So yeah, thank you to everybody that's gifted me something. That was literally 20 minutes of gifted books only, and I cannot tell you how many more piles there are of books here. So we better get into those. Okay, then we have a stack of special edition books that I have gotten one way or another. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you. And then I've got a stack of subscription box books as well. Then we'll get into the normal books that I have purchased, also one way or another. This is going to go on and on and on. Alright, we've got the Waterstones signed exclusive edition of A Pirate's Life for Tea with these stunning sprayed edges, signed under the dust jacket, inside the book even, plain under the dust jacket. I've read this one. I gave it 4 stars. It was very good. I really enjoyed it. The publisher also sent me a copy of this one, but I haven't hauled that one because it was a normal copy. And I don't need 2, but thank you to the publisher for sending me another copy as well. It says Tor on it, but I think it's Pam Macmillan that sent me the copy. Yeah, Pam Macmillan that sent me a normal copy. Thank you to them, but I did have this pre-ordered, so I appreciate you. We have the Waterstones edition of Best Hex Ever by Nadia El Fassi. This is stunning and I love it. It's got the purple sprayed edges. This is what it looks like underneath. On the inside, this is what it looks like underneath the dust jacket. I don't think this one is signed. But again, I've read this one. I was sent an ARC from the publisher Del Rey, so thank you to them for sending me an ARC of it, but I did get a physical copy of it as well. I had this pre-ordered and I actually gave it 5 stars. I absolutely love this book, and the fact that it is not on the Goodreads Choice Awards makes me very, very sad because it's so fucking good. I would highly recommend reading it. It's not even that big. It's very, very good. 5 stars. Speaking of Best Hex Ever, I am no longer subscribed to Afterlight by Illumicrate, so I actually missed out on this book, but I was devastated about it, and I did have it I did have it arranged with my friend Tilly that she didn't want her copy, so instead of skipping, she saved a skip and I bought it off her. So It is the Afterlight edition of Best Hex Ever, and this is stunning. At first I didn't know if I was sure about it. I saw a spoiler and I didn't know if I was sure, but since it's come in and I own it physically, this is beautiful and it is perfect for this book. Like, it's absolutely stunning and I am obsessed with it. Underneath, on the inside, on the end papers, and on this side, beautiful. And then underneath the dust jacket as well, just stunning, absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad I've managed to get a copy of this, because I would have been devastated to have missed this, I'm not gonna lie. One of my favourite books of the year, and I signed by Nadia as well, and I'm just so glad that I have this copy as well to join my Waterstones edition and my ARC on the shelves. I also purchased, actually I got this off of Vinted because I missed out on the Waterstones exclusive edition. So this is the Waterstones exclusive edition of The Bell Witches by Lindsay Kelk. She's just announced another in this series, and it's going to have exclusive sprayed edges as well. So I wanted to make sure that I got a copy of this. I did get a normal copy. Again, I've unhauled that one because I wanted to have the exclusive sprayed edges. This one is also signed by Lindsay. I missed an event by Lindsay as well in Manchester recently, and I'm really gutted that I didn't go to that either. Again, anxiety one. So I did get a copy, the Waterstones sprayed edges. I've paid over the odds for it, but it is what it is. So that my books match, I don't care. I did also get Consumerism at its finest, this is, because I already had the sprayed edges for this series, the Waterstones ones, but in paperback, and now they've come out with them in hardback, so I had to get them in hardback, obviously. What's annoying is they haven't done a hardback edition of Powerful. After saying that, I didn't love it. I didn't think it was necessarily necessary, so So I'm not too mad about it, but I do have Fearless pre-ordered in these editions. I've read Powerful, but not yet Reckless. I want to wait till Fearless comes out and then I'll read them all again. So yeah, absolutely stunning. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I forgot actually what all of the extras are with these, which is another reason why I got them, because they're just so pretty. I can't remember if they're signed or not. No, they're not signed. But these will be really pretty books to get signed if she does an event nearby that I promise I'll go to. Just beautiful. That's not been bent properly. Stunning. Oh, it's very pretty. So yeah, very happy that I got those. Don't with me. I know. Then from Fairyloot, I did get the sequel to Bonesmith, and I got Ghostsmith, and I'm so excited to give this a read because Bonesmith was an unprecedented 5-star read for me. I did not have that on my bingo card at all this year, and I'm really glad that I read it because I absolutely loved it. It was so, so good. So very excited to give this one a read. Was really hoping that I would be able to get to it before the end of the year. I just don't think I'm going to make it. So it will be one of my priority reads for next year for sure. I also got the Afterlight edition of Under the Mistletoe with You by Lizzie Huxley Jones. This is the sequel to Make You Mine This Christmas, which I absolutely loved last year or the year before, whenever it came out. And this is actually on my December TBR, if you've seen that, for a queer book. So I'm very excited about giving this one a read. It sounds fantastic and I'm so stoked. And the last special edition book that I got that wasn't a subscription box book is The Dagger and the Flame by Catherine Doyle. I've seen this about so much. I know that it came in the Fairyloot YA box. I don't get that box anymore. But I then spotted it in Waterstones with the sprayed edges literally a couple days ago, and I was really surprised that they still had some left. So I ended up picking it up. I know there's 2 editions. I think there's like a black sprayed edge edition as well with a different saying. But I ended up picking it up because I wasn't paying above the odds for the YA edition from Vinted, because they do have it on there, but I wasn't paying for that one. So I did get this one. I've been influenced, okay? I don't know if I'm gonna like this. We will find out. Maybe it will be a case of another one of those situations where it's not actually YA and it should be in the new adult category if publishers would only acknowledge that new adult should be a thing, like Crimson Moth and Bonesmith and, you know, those types of books. So anyway, fingers crossed that I like it. So then, subscription box books that I have, I did get The Coven by Harper L. Woods. This one is a Fairyloot book. I think this was Romantasy. I don't bloody remember. I've kept the card. Here we go. Look at me doing my job. Yeah, the Romantasy box for October. I have actually read this one and I loved it. I think I gave it 5 stars or 4.5 if I remember correctly, and I'm very excited about getting to The Curse, which I do have a copy of and you will see in the stacks. So absolutely stunning, obsessed, loved it. Hope Fairyloot do a matching edition for The Curse, but right now I have a normal edition of that one. So yeah, I've read this one. Good job, me. We've then got the Evernight An Academy for Liars by Alexis Henderson. This is the October box. The Evernight box is a horror box by Illumicrate. I have not read this one yet, but I am partway through it. I ended up temporarily DNFing it. So I've soft DNF'd it for now, and then this came in. I don't know if I love this or not. I think I prefer the original. I'm not gonna lie, I do think I prefer the original, which you'll see also in my stacks because I have a copy of that as well, which is the one that I'm partway through. So I don't know whether I'm going to keep this or not. We'll see. It depends on when I continue on with it, whether or not I absolutely love it or not, because I've given Alexis Henderson previously 2 5 stars, and this one has ended up being a soft DNF for me, which I'm devastated about, I'm not gonna lie, but I can't stop thinking about it, so I do want to go back to it and give it another go. Then I also got The Teller of Small Fortunes by Julie Leong, which very recently came in. This is the November adult book, and it's absolutely stunning. Again, I had a normal copy of this, but I've unhauled it because at the time I didn't know it was coming in a subscription box, and I had it pre-ordered. The Waterstones edition has pink sprayed edges and it's stunning. Several times I've nearly picked it up, but at that point I knew this one was coming, so I decided not to. But this is beautiful, stunning. It's also on my December TBR, so very excited about getting to this one. I actually cannot wait to pick it up. Very hyped indeed to read this one. So I don't know if there's another signature in here. No, there's not. It's just at the bottom of the Dear Reader letter. So yeah, very excited about reading this one. And then a few that I've just left in the box because I was like, I'm gonna do the unhaul soon. Let's the haul, sorry, soon. Let's wait for that. So this is the November Romantasy book, and it is A Fire in the Sky by Sophie Jordan. I think what happened with this was it came in, I opened it, and I was not impressed. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't overly impressed by the changes with this. It's pretty, don't get me wrong, but they've done better, do you know what I mean? So I put it back in the box. I was in a bit of a mood. This is beautiful. This is stunning. This, stunning. Absolutely stunning. I may flip this over. I think I prefer this, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, it just went back in the box for me. I think I was just like, I'm not overly fussed by that. This man is handsome and makes me want to pick this book up immediately though, I will say. So yeah, this is the November Romantasy book. I do want to get to it soon. Signed by Sophie Jordan. I think I've heard good things. I don't know, we'll see. And then this one is, oh, is there no card for this one? Oh, it's there. This one is the Forbidden Spells, October's adult box. Again, I don't know if I'm overly fussed by this one. I don't know if it's gonna be up my street, but it's Sorcery and Small Magics by Magaduchi, I'm not sure. I don't know, it just gives me lyrical prose. It gives me the Stephanie Garber series, not Caraval but the other one, and I DNF'd that series. So in fact I DNF'd Caraval as well. I've DNF'd all Stephanie Garber's books. They're just not for me. It is what it is, you know. I know they're very popular, they're just not for me. So we're gonna have to see whether or not I will like this one, but yeah, I don't know. We will see. Okay, and then from Little Moons, I had the most random package. They reached out to me on Instagram and it was really, really sweet. They were like, we want to send you a PR package, a bookish PR package, but including some Little Moons. And I was like, okay, cool, sounds great, sign me up. So they did. The Little Moons ended up being melted though, so they sent me another set out. But what I didn't expect to get, the Little Moons were nice by the way, but what I didn't expect to get was this. So as part of the PR package, they sent me this box and inside it was just a note to say thank you and everything, a Little Moons bookmark, a Little Moons candle, which is really, really cute, some stickers from Little Moon, and then this. And I was like, wait, what the fuck is this? Oh my god. What is it? What is it? And I was so excited because it's one of my most anticipated reads for next year. It's an arc of one of my most anticipated reads for next year, which is also on my December TBR because it comes out in January. But it is a copy of Watermoon by Samantha Soto Yamboa, and I'm really looking forward to this. I actually couldn't believe it. Like, I was shooketh. This is such a pretty arc as well. So thank you to Bantam for, you know, doubling up with Little Moon and sorting out this PR package. I truly appreciate it because I was not expecting it at all, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. So shout out to them for that because I'm buzzing. Not only that, but it's got a signed bookplate in it as well. Absolutely buzzing. 23rd of January this comes out if you were interested. Very excited about that. So thank you to Little Moons for that little PR package because I wasn't expecting it in the slightest. And I'm very excited. This box has just been sitting in this library waiting to be opened publicly. So there we go, it's done. And then last but by no means least for the subscription boxes, and then we can get into the rest of the books. This is going to be such a long video, my apologies. Actually not my apologies, it is what it is. I hope you enjoy. I have a She Made It box, the book club for bookish gals. I thought I would treat myself to one of these. Never had one before. It's a small business and I thought I would treat myself to one. The box is absolutely adorable in of itself, and yeah, I thought I would give it a bash. I got the cowboy one. So you find out ahead of time what the book is, so I did want to give it a bash. But I got a bucket hat which says reader. I don't think I would ever wear this, I've got to be honest. Hats are not my thing, but definitely not a bucket hat. I don't think that's my thing, certainly not pink anyway. I'm not a pink girly, I've got to be honest. I don't mind it in little accessories, but as far as like clothing wise is concerned, it's not for me. I'm literally just a girl mug. This is very cute and I really like it. Very cute. Then we have a, what is this? What is this called? A scrunchie. Oh my god. A scrunchie. This is a massive scrunchie as well. Very, very cute though. Love that. We have a bookmark. Lifetime member of Cowboy Romance Book Club. Very cute indeed. We have a tote bag that says, I'm working late because I'm a reader. And then we have the book in question, which is Live Ranch Love by Emma Lucy, part of the Willow Ridge series. I haven't read this one yet, but I do want to give it a read. It sounds really good, so I'm really looking forward to this one, and I've heard fantastic things. So very much so looking forward to this one. And yeah, I thought I would try that box out. She does do them monthly, but they're like at the end of the month. So she sorts it out at the end of the month and it comes then the following month, I think, if I remember correctly. So I didn't get the next one because I already had the book, and she does another option, so she'll do like 2 book options, but I already owned one of the books and then I'd already read the other one, so I didn't get the next box. But I did treat myself to this one. I thought it was really cute and I didn't have the book, so I thought I would treat myself to it and support a small business, you know. Okay, so last but by no means least, we have a stupidly large stack of books that I have then purchased myself. And I don't know, I have no excuses. I don't know what to tell you. It's a lot, okay? It's a lot. It is what it is. So we're going to start off, we're going to get into this because it is 2 very large stacks. We're going to get into this with a couple of Paisley Hope books. I have Wolf by Paisley Hope, which is the first in a motorcycle series. I've read it, gave it 5 stars, and I've got Train in the Heart by Paisley Hope, which is the second book in the Silver Pines series, and I gave it 5 stars. So far I've read 3 books from Paisley Hope this year, and I've given all of them 5 stars. I didn't get an arc of this one, but I got an arc of this one as well as Holding the Reins, and then I purchase a physical copy if I really enjoy it, want to support the author somehow, especially if I've been given an arc, because I haven't purchased my copy. So yeah, bought both of these. I'm obsessed with this cover, and I'm so glad I purchased this copy because there are 2 different options. So 5 stars for both of those, have read them both. Then I did get a copy of Incidents Around the House by Josh Malerman. This was not a cheap purchase for me because this book isn't out in the UK yet. So I did have to buy it off of a US website, and I have read it and I gave it 5 stars. I absolutely fucking love this. This was insane, but so good. I gave it 5 stars. It was fantastic and I had a great time with it. I did get a copy of Tell Me It's Right by Katie Wismer. Again, got an arc of this and I gave it 5 stars. Absolutely loved it, so wanted to buy a physical copy. And again, I am not fussed by having people on my covers. This actually is very accurate representation of the characters as well, and I love that for Katie. So very excited to continue on with this series. I actually really want to reread this book. I loved it that much. It was so good. So yeah, 5 stars for that one. Then I did get my pre-order of The Bitter End by Alexa Donne. I haven't read this one. It is a thriller, I believe. I don't know if it's like a YA thriller or an adult thriller. I'm not sure, but I believe it's like a mystery thriller. People end up isolated and they're being killed off one by one. So very much so looking forward to this. I purchased this because this sweater is very cool. That's it. That's all I need. I did get a copy of Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. I just really want to give this a read. I've heard nothing but great things. Did I need a physical copy? No. Do I have one? Yes. The cover's stunning. So I got it. I haven't read it yet. I do want to though. Make This Season Bright by Ashley Herring Blake. I did want to get a copy of this. Again, it was coming in the Afterlight box for November, but I didn't get the box, so I did buy a physical copy of this one. I was kind of hoping actually that this wouldn't come in the Afterlight box and they may just do an edition of it, because I have the Ashley Herring Blake series, the other series that she's done, in the Afterlight edition, so I really wanted a matching one, but it is what it is, unfortunately. This is stunning though, and I cannot wait to pick it up. I got a copy of Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, which is a graphic novel, and this is about a bear. I think the bear's a serial killer. Adorable brown bear and small town serial killer Samantha has a cardinal rule. She doesn't kill anybody in town, but then somebody starts to, and she's on a mission then to find out who it is. Yes, that is a bag filled with blood being dragged across the forest. Looks great. I haven't read it yet. I got How to Make a Horror Movie and Survive by Craig Dill Louis. I recently read episode 13, gave it 5 stars, absolutely loved it. It was fucking fantastic, and I already had my eye on this, so that just kind of secured. I wasn't going to purchase this one until I'd read that one, so once I'd read it, I purchased it. It was a no-brainer for me, and I'm very excited about giving this one a read. Okay, then I did get hard copies of both of these books. I already had paperbacks. I had read this one. I had not read this one. I unhauled the paperbacks and got hard copies instead. Because the next one, oh hang on, it's here. Because the next one in the series was coming out, and it was only coming out in hardback. So they need to match. You know what the downside is? That they don't. This is a small hardback, which is annoying in of itself. I've read this one. I gave it 4.5 stars at the time, but I've upped that to 5 stars. I fucking loved it. It was fantastic. I have since read this one. I gave it 4.5 stars, which is, at that point, I realised that I needed to up the first one because I enjoyed that just a little bit more, but I did like this one a lot. So 4.5 stars for this one. This is on my December TBR. Very excited about picking this one up. Sounds fantastic. Love Benjamin Stevenson's books, so very excited about reading this one. I did get a second-hand copy of Ace of Spades off of Vinted. I wanted a hardback copy. I love this cover. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and I've heard freaking incredible things about this book. Now, I am not opposed to giving a book a rehome, you know, and buying secondhand off of Vinted. So that's what I did, and this cover's stunning. So very excited about giving this one a read, hopefully at some point. Just such a beautiful cover. So I got that one. I did get The Wedding Witch by Erin Sterling, which is the 3rd book in this series. The Ex-Hex, The Kiss Curse, The Wedding Witch. Very excited about giving this one a read again on my December TBRs. Cannot wait to pick this one up. As previously mentioned, An Academy for Liars by Alexis Henderson. I think I do prefer this one to the Evernight one. Just for compare and contrast sake, this is really pretty, I will say. I think I prefer this. Anywho, I have mentioned that I am partway through this. I am currently on page 163 of this, and I do want to go back to it because I was enjoying it. Well, I wasn't enjoying it actually. That's the reason why I soft DNF'd it. I was struggling, but I can't stop thinking about it. I need to know what happens. So I think I'm going to go back. It's not very often that happens, but I do think I want to go back and find out what happens. Okay, next we have a couple of Stephen King that have been on my radar very, very recently, and I do want to get to next year. We've got Cujo and we've got Salem's Lot. I'm obsessed with these. These are stunning. I actually love these editions as well, and I wouldn't mind getting Carrie in these editions as well as the 50-year anniversary one, because they just look really pretty on the shelves next to each other as well. I think the Carrie one I would really like, and then do I need another copy of it? Probably not, but they would just look really, really nice on the shelves, you know, linear. I would like to collect them all, but I don't read all of Stephen King's books. So the Carrie I really like, and also, oh shit, what's the title of the one where Annie, the fucking nutcase, she kidnaps the writer because he didn't write what she wanted him to write in his book series. That one. And I also really liked the one where the woman's running away from her abusive husband. I've forgotten the name of that as well. I'll leave pictures of them here. Editing Steph can deal with that. But anyway, I got these two and I really want to read them next year. I'm very excited about reading them. This one is much chunkier than this one, but actually I think in reality they're around, no, that's 19 pages if I remember correctly. This is like 700 odd, yeah, 745. They're not around the same page count, but I want to read them both next year, so I got both of those. Did you know I was a Stephen King girly? I'm not really a Stephen King girly, but I have read a few of his books. The Library of Shadows by Rachel Moore. I actually purchased this to read during that Vampathon and then just didn't, so I want to get to it. There's a new one she's got out recently as well. Oh, Us in Ruin, it's on the back of here, which I'm interested in as well, but I want to read this one first before I pick that one up. So hopefully I like it, we'll find out. I got Daydream by Hannah Grace, which is the 3rd in this series. I do want to read it. I believe there is some ADHD / neurodiversity rep in here, so I'm really excited about reading that. I got Mallory Vale and the Curse of Maggoty Skull by Martin Howard. This is a Waterstones, it was the Waterstones children's pick for October, I think, if I remember correctly. And I picked it up. I didn't realise that that was the case until I got to the till and she told me, and I was like, oh, interesting. So yeah, I picked it up because it sounds really good. And also the word bone crack is in the synopsis, and I'm a child, in case you didn't know. I did get Only With Me by Brooke Montgomery and also Come With Me by Brooke Montgomery. This is book 0.5 in the series. It's a prequel novella, and this is book 4. Yeah, book 4 in the series. I got an arc of this. I got an arc of book 3 earlier on this year. I did realise it was in a series, but it said that you can read them in like independently of each other. You don't need to read them in order, which I would agree with, but I would also recommend reading them in order because then you get the full backstory of the whole family. Very much so like the Chestnut Springs, it follows a family of cowboys essentially. But I got book 3 as an arc. I then purchased the rest of them with the promise that I would read the rest of them before book 4 came out, and then I got book 4 of an arc and I hadn't read any of the others. So I've read book 4 now, but I've also read book 1, so I need to go back and read book 0.5 and then book 2. Have you ever heard of anything so messy in your life? So yeah, again, I'm not fussed by having people on the cover. I think these covers are absolutely stunning and I'm obsessed with them. So I got both of those. I've read one, not the other. I gave Only With Me 5 stars. I've given all of the ones that I've read in that series 5 stars so far. So yeah. I got a copy of Pen Pal by L.T. Geisinger. Listen, it was the edges for me that did this. This is really pretty. and I really like it. So I ended up picking a copy of this. I've got no idea what it's about. Oh yeah, she gets a letter from a guy in prison on the day that her husband is buried, and she thinks that it's a mistake. She ends up messaging back and forth with him, and then one day he turns up at her doorstep. Sounds fantastic. I am here for it. Sign me up. Haven't read it yet. I got The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year by Ali Carter. This is also on my December TBR. Very excited about giving this one a read. I got Graveyard Shift by ML Rio. Haven't read this one yet. I really wanted to read it in October during spooky season, but just didn't get a chance to do so. It is a shorty patootie, and I'm looking forward to reading it. I haven't read If We Were Villains, and I just don't know if it will be for me. I don't know if this will be for me, to be honest. I don't know if I'm going to be too dumb for this book, but we'll see. But I got that one. I also got The Night Guest, which I've read, and I gave 4 stars to, 4.5 stars to. I love this. I thought it was fantastic. It was really, really interesting. Very good. Very well written. It's translated fiction. Would recommend. It was great. I also got What You're Looking For Is in the Library, which is, this is the like festive edition. They've put lights on it, they put a bow on the cat, and there's like a Christmas tree on the back and stuff. I wasn't going to pick up a physical copy of this because I actually have it on my Kindle until I saw this festive copy, and I was like, I need it. So put some Christmas lights on a book and I'll buy it. Also my December TBR. Alright, we've got one pile left. I got The Butcher Game by Alana Urquhart. You know what's really bothered me about this is that it's smaller than the first book in the series, The Butcher and the Wren, which I fucking loved. It was great. I have been anticipating this book since then. It's finally come out, and it is it a B format instead of a normal format? Devastated. Anyway, I haven't read it yet, but I'm very excited to do so. Really looking forward to it. I did get Dracula Volume 1. I don't know if you pronounce this Dracula or Dracule or something, but Midnight Children Volume 1. It's a manga. Dracula manga, and I quite enjoyed it. I gave this one a read for Vampathon actually, and I quite enjoyed it. I think I gave it 4 stars, and I'm looking forward to continuing on with the series. I also got this really pretty penguin cloth bound edition, whatever the frig edition it is, of The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. I gave this a read during Vampathon as well, and I'm not a fan. I've got to be honest, I am not a fan. I actually think it got really interesting on the last page and then it stopped. I think I gave it 2 stars. I'm not a fan, but I am going to keep this on my shelves because it's pretty. So I got that. I got Cat Gamer Volume 6. This was on pre-order. Very excited about continuing on with this series. I got the Firelight Apprentice by Brie Paulson. I had no idea Brie Paulson had come out with something else. She is the author of, what is she the author of? I have a few. Oh, Garlic and the Vampire and Garlic and the Witch, and I loved them. So I really wanted to get this, and I got it, read it, really enjoyed it, gave it 4.5 stars. Really, really liked it, or 4 stars, can't remember. Really, really liked it though. It was very, very good. I got Ghost Station by S.A. Barnes. This is another one of those situations where I had Dead Silence on my TBR and had it for a while, and I really wanted this, and I said that to myself that I could not buy this until I'd read Dead Silence. So I read Dead Silence, gave it 4.5 stars, purchased this. S.A. Barnes has a new one coming out next year, and I'm going to do the exact same thing, but hopefully I'll get to this one quicker than I did Dead Silence, because I actually really, really enjoyed it. So excited for that. I got The Hitchcock Hotel by Stephanie Roble. The UK edition of this is minging. I don't like the cover. It's really, really bad. I prefer this cover, so I ended up purchasing a US edition. It's really nice. And I started it, but didn't continue. It was a me thing. I will come back to it. I got to page 58. I actually think I will just start it again, I'm not gonna lie, but looking forward to picking this one up and finishing it off. Then I did get the whole of the Devil's Night series. I read book 1 first, Corrupt, just to make sure, because you can get them on Kindle Unlimited, and that's where I read Corrupt, but I really wanted to get copies as well to add to my Penelope Douglas shelf, so which is becoming a thing very, very quickly. So yeah, I've read book 1, gave it 5 stars, absolutely loved it. Very excited to continue on with the series, and I'm hoping to do so next year. Hopefully get through it all, we will see. But yeah, very excited to continue on with this series. I got a copy of The Stars Are Dying. I I have heard people talking about this, but this cover is absolutely stunning. And the other thing that did me in with getting a physical copy of this, it was unnecessary, but this is beautiful and I just couldn't pass up on it. And I'd be really annoyed if, I think it's been picked up by a traditional publisher, but I'd be really annoyed if the traditionally published one didn't have that underneath. So before it goes, I think this is the, oh, I don't know. I think this is the indie published one, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, look, and also it's got a digital signature as well. It might be. I don't friggin' know if it's traditionally published or not. Regardless, I got a copy of this. Do you want to read that one? It sounds great. I got a copy of Unholy Blood Volume 3. Really loved Unholy Blood Volume 4, but I've been waiting for some more editions to come out, some more volumes to come out, sorry, before I continue on with the series. So very excited about reading this one. I also got a copy of Winnie the Pooh Winter in the Wood by Jane Riordan. I'm a big Winnie the Pooh fan, if you did not know, and this is on my December TBR, so very excited about giving this a read in December. I also got a copy of The Third Gilmore Girl by Kelly Bishop. Very excited about giving this one a read. In fact, I'm currently reading it at the moment. And I also have my Gilmore Girls bookmark in here as well, which I am obsessed with. Cute, right? I'm obsessed. Anyway, I got this, very much so enjoying it at the moment. We've got the last pile here. Okay, so I did get a copy of A Cat from Our World and the Forgotten Witch Volume 1. Wanted to give this one a try. I've heard nothing. But it looks really cute. Look at this cat. And A Forgotten Witch. Sign me up, yes please. I did get a copy of The Cursed by Harper L. Woods, which is the sequel to The Coven, which I really enjoyed, so I'm very excited about giving this a read. Really wanted to try and get to it before the end of the year, but I've just not had a chance to do so yet, so we'll see if I manage that still, but if not, it will be a priority for next year. Then I've got Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. I've read this one and I gave it 4.5 stars, 5 stars, I can't remember, but I really enjoyed it, actually, really enjoyed it. Very excited about picking up Glow of the Everflame, and I cannot wait to do so. I have it pre-ordered from Waterstones. It should come either like on my birthday or the day after. It releases on the 5th of December, but sometimes I do get orders from Waterstones early, so imagine if it came on my birthday. What a birthday gift, love that for me. I did get a copy of Skyshade by Alex Astor. This was a pre-order, so I'm very excited to have this one. I do need to continue on with the series, but I don't know how long the series is going to be, so part of me wants to wait and find out how long the series is going to be and then continue on once I know. I did get a copy of The Adventure Zone, The Suffering Game, which is volume 6 in this series. I have read up to volume 4. I do have volume 5, but I haven't read it yet, and I do want to continue on. I really enjoy this series. It's a graphic novel D&D campaign series, and I really enjoy it. Then I did get a copy of Welcome to the Hugh Nam Dong Bookshop, which I'm very excited about reading, and I cannot wait to do so very soon. This cover is stunning, and I am obsessed. I did get a copy of Don't Let the Forest In by CJ Drews. This is a US copy. It's not out in the UK yet, physical format, until next year. It is out on Kindle though, and on Audible in the UK. So very excited about reading this one. It's for a video. I also got a copy of The Book of Witching by CJ Cook, also for a video. I actually prefer the US cover, but I ended up getting this one. The Family Experiment by John Mars, I have an e-arc of, but I ended up getting a physical copy. It's for a video. I'm currently partway through reading this one. I am on page 109 and very much so enjoying myself. I'm having a very good time. I did get a copy of Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, The Battle for Pumpkin King. It's a graphic novel. And it looks really cute, so I'm very excited about this. I spotted it in Waterstones the other week when I was picking up Dagger in the Flame, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to pick that up. It looks really cute. I did get a copy of Naughty or Nice by Sophie Snow. I've read this one. I gave it 5 stars. It was absolutely fantastic. This is a novella, and I did get this off of Sophie's Etsy because she does sell the copies on Etsy. You can get them signed, personalized, which I did, and you can just get a copy of the book, or you can get some extra little bits with it as well. So she'll send you a couple of stickers that go with the book. So this is Henry and Rora. She will send you a bookmark that says Wear the Hat, Ride the Santa, and also a Sophie Snow bookmark she'll send you a little thank you note. And you can get the prints as well. You can pick a print or you can get both prints. I got both. So this is Rora and Henry again. They also have it in white. And then there is a not safe for work one as well. I will leave it at that. There is also a copy, there is like a version, hang on, a version of this without the Santa hat too. So I did get both copies because, you know, support an indie author and all of that lot. I got the most that you could get. So I have read that one, gave it 5 stars, would recommend. It's on Kindle Unlimited if you don't want to buy a physical copy. I did get these copies of The Bridge Kingdom and The Traitor Queen by Danielle L. Jensen. I'm obsessed with these copies. They're absolutely stunning. She's redone the covers recently and she'll be redoing the covers of the other 2 in the series. So I'm very excited about getting those, and these are floppy as well. So I've got rid of my other covers because I actually think these are prettier. So I did get those. I also got a US copy of Rewitched by Lucy Jane Wood so that I can annotate it, and I am currently reading this. I'm on page 32. So I didn't want to annotate my really pretty edition from Waterstone, so I did get a paperback copy as well. It does have a slice in the back. I'm a little bit annoyed about that, but it is what it is. It took long enough to get here that I'm not going to complain about it. And then the last book that I have on this incredibly long haul is My Darling December by Lauren Asher, which is a Christmas novella, and I'm very excited about giving a read. It is a longer version of a novella, to be fair. I don't know if you can count as a novella or not, 232 pages. But I'm very excited about giving this a read. I've enjoyed Lauren Asher before, so I'm very excited. And this cover, stunning. So I think I'm going to try and get to this in December as well. So that is everything. Hello, it's editing Steph here to interrupt. I filmed this video this morning. I'm currently editing it, and since then an order has come in from Forbidden Planet that I made, so I thought I would tell you what came in very quickly before I finish editing this video, and I can include it in the end of the video. I did get Sinner of the Deep Sea Volume 2. I really enjoyed Volume 1 and I didn't realise Volume 2 had come out, so I'm glad that I have spotted it and I have been able to get my hands on a copy of this one because I really enjoyed Volume 1. So looking forward to reading Volume 2. I got Unholy Blood Volume 4. You will have seen me mentioning, I'm fairly certain in here, Unholy Blood Volume 3. So now I have Volume 4 because this one has also come out. So I can probably do a little bit of a binge on these until the next one comes out. And if there is a next one. I assume there is. I got Aria of the Beach Forest Volume 2. Again, didn't know a second volume had come out of this one already. So excited to get this one because I really enjoyed Volume 1. I got Business Proposal Volume 7. I don't have Volume 6 yet. It's on my wish list. But Volume 7, you cannot... I don't know what's going on, but for some reason on Amazon in the UK, you can't get your hands on any of these till next year. But they have been released. That's why I've got them from Forbidden Planet. So yeah, I got Business Proposal Volume 7. And then I also got Solo Leveling Volume 10. Again, I don't have Volume 9 yet. No, I don't. It's also on my wish list. But Volume 10 was not available on Amazon to add to my wish list. So I just got it from Forbidden Planet so that I already have it. And those are the other books that came in since I filmed this video this morning. And you know what as well, all of these books are from IZ and Yen Press, and the first volume of all of them was Solo Leveling introduced to me by... No, it wasn't. It was introduced to me by Jodie. But the rest of them... Oh, Business Proposal was Jodie as well. The rest of them, though, were all introduced to me by Yen and IZ Press. So shout out to them for that. But yeah, this was the other little stack that came in since I filmed this morning. Anything else that comes in now after this will just be mentioned in my birthday haul, I think. So just... I just thought I would mention them here. They came in and I was like, shit, I've just finished videoing that bloody video. So I carried on filming and now I'm here to do this so I can add it to the end while I'm editing. I've no idea how many books that was. I'm not sure and I don't want to know, quite frankly. So if you counted, don't tell me. Keep that information to yourself. I don't want to know. It was a lot. Have you read any of these? What would you prioritise? This, do remember that this is October and November's haul. Like, it's 2 months. It was a lot from October. There was a lot in here from October. There was, to be fair. And I did get quite a few of these secondhand as well, so I've not paid full price for everything. Obviously, a lot of it has been gifted as well, and then there are quite a few subscription box books in here as well. The last 2 stacks were a lot though, considering I've paid for those myself. But yeah, chat to me in the comments down below. What have you read recently that you've really enjoyed? Let me know. And I hope you have enjoyed this video. Twas the last haul before Christmas and my birthday, in brackets. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye for now.